What is going on, everybody? TJ and Matt here with Daily Grind Fantasy Sports, and welcome to the official live stream for today's Taco Tuesday over on Prizepicks. We hope everybody is having a fantastic Tuesday so far. We had Dustin in here, but Matt, he left us. His Wi-Fi went out, so we are waiting for Dustin to come back in. Maybe he will, maybe he won't. I don't know, but we do have another guest here. If you guys, as you guys can see, with my new camera setup, you guys can see a little bit more of my background. Chips is laying down right here. So if anybody wants to give Chips belly rubs or wants me to give Chips some belly rubs, just let me know. But Matt, how are you? We got Taco Tuesday. You tried to sway the vote the wrong way, but it looks like we got K's over 5 kills, which is something we're looking forward to. Wow, you're very... It's very zoomed in on my face, Matt.
Well, do you know why? No, so here's what happened, TJ. I had it set up.
Oh, you fixed me. I got it. You fixed me. Got it. Okay.
Because Dustin screwed up everything naturally.
Yeah.
Good job, Dustin.
Kaze. Sorry, yes, Kaze.
I think it's Kaze. At least I think that's a CSGO guy. I think this is League of Legends, so I don't know if this is pronounced the same way. Anyway, yeah, guys, I want you guys to take this into perspective. Think of like a rebounder who averages about 9 rebounds a game, right? Have his rebounds then discounted to 5.5. I mean, I don't want to call it a free square, but this is a free square. Like, this is a very good chance. This has a very good chance to hit. I think, TJ, we pull up the odds. I think they're very much favored too. So if these guys go out and steamroll them, this guy should have no problem getting these kills. The mid position, I think, naturally gets a ton of assists, but depending on their champion, I sound like a nerd. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to stop there.
Right, yeah. Let me take over, Matt. Bots and mids, they're carries, okay? No. So they should have some carry-type characters. So I think that Kaze or Kaz, however it is we're pronouncing his name, the over 5.5, guys, please don't even bat your eye. Just take this. It's discounted from 9 to 5. That's 3.5 kills, like Matt mentioned, the rebound example. It's a very good play. So make sure you're taking advantage of that. It's going to be up there for another 2.5 hours. We'll look to build a slip using this discount. Matt, is that something you want to jump into right now? Now, hold on. Did you jump the gun? Did you take Brianna Stewart?
I tried to.
You did get it off. Okay, so guys,
that's what she said.
Right before we went live, a Brianna Stewart play hit the board, and it was so good.
There's another good one up there.
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then I'm just going to shut up. Let's dive in. Let's build out some slips. Guys, also, because of I got a new camera, for those of you who don't know, so I'm in pretty good HD. I have to look this way. I have a wire coming, so I'll be set up, my normal way, hopefully at some point this afternoon, but when I'm building slips, I'm going to be looking here. I'm not ignoring you guys. I love you guys. 94 of you already in here. Thank you so much. Only 10 likes. Guys, smash that like button. We'd greatly appreciate it. Matt, let's go ahead and build. What do we got? Oh, I see Pancake up top again. I already played Pancake. Don't make me do it twice.
Can you take over real quick? I just need to answer a phone call.
Yes, let's go ahead and do that, guys. We're gonna build. We're gonna look to build out a slip using this Kaze Taco. So let's go ahead and do that right now. If we pull up the optimizer up top, I don't know if Matt has it up. I'm assuming he does before. Oh, look at that quick transition, Matt. I was assuming you had the optimizer already pulled up. I see a play at the top. You want to talk a little bit about that? Brianna Stewart, we have 2 Brianna Stewart props right now that look fantastic.
So we've been using this strategy so you guys don't miss out on the props. Go ahead and put in this slip right now, and then I will explain why this is plus EV. If you guys don't trust us, then just to leave the live stream anyway. Kaze over 5.5, Taco discount, Brianna Stewart over 13 points plus rebounds, Pancake paired with Rahab. I was going to say Rehab, but that's an A.
I thought it was Rehab too.
We're going to call him Rehab.
We're going to call him Rehab, yeah.
Rehab.
That's where he's going to be after this game, buddy.
That's actually pretty funny, TJ.
Okay, yeah, that was pretty good.
Nobody over 4 maps, 1 to 2 kills. That is the slip that we're going with. All over, so who doesn't like an all over slip? Okay, now let's break down why this...
Wait a second, time out. You had Kaze over, you had Brianna Stewart... Oh, I had Brianna Stewart under assist, but that obviously got bumped. We're taking Brianna Stewart over 13 rebounds and assists, correct?
Correct.
We're going to Pancake and King Rehab.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And then we're going to... What was that next play?
Nobody. It was literally Nobody. That's his name. That's his name, Nobody.
Oh, shit, that's his actual name. Okay, perfect. I see it now. I see it at the top of the optimizer. If you are a GGF member, you can see that play at the top of your optimizer right there. Nobody with the 54.4%. Odds to hit. Matt, go ahead. Take it away. You were going to say something before I cut you off about Rehab.
This is why this slip is plus EV. If we take a look here at the top, and I get why a lot of people don't like taking a prop when you have a one-to-one comparison to another app. And we see this a lot with esports props. But in this exact example, we have Brianna Stewart here at the top, just comparing to underdog. Why this is still a good strategy to take and take props based on just one book comparing is because the market hasn't adjusted. Underdog is off, so is Prizepicks. But guess what? They both make money off their WNBA props. Again, it isn't public data which one's more accurate in terms of their WNBA props, and you probably will never get that. But just know that these DFS apps are posting lines based on the fact that they are pretty accurate. So what we're doing is we're using that assumption, right, that 13.5 is actually the most accurate projection given the fact that we have an even line set to 14 and we have an even line set on Prizepicks to 13. Again, we're assuming that the middle is the most accurate. Therefore, it makes mathematical sense to hit the under on underdog and hit the over on Prizepicks, because what you're hoping is that she finishes at 13 or 14 and you technically don't lose on either app, right? You're not losing money if she pushes on either app. So this is why this is mathematically advantageous. And rebounds and assists, it doesn't matter the player. I get Brianna Stewart's a wagon, but it doesn't matter. Like, that is hard to get. Like, a rebound and assist is hard to get for an average WNBA player. NBA player doesn't move the needle as much as points, right? You obviously score more points than you do get rebounds and assists. So that one rebound and assist is going to push a lot further in terms of moving this needle, and that's why this is showing such a high percentage, because we're assuming that the middle is the most accurate projection. This is giving us almost a 59% chance to hit the over here at 13. Now, keep in mind that 59% odds to hit doesn't mean 100%. That means she still has a 41% chance to hit the under here at 13 on Prizepicks. A lot of people think that because we tell you these really profitable bets means that they're going to hit at a 100% clip. That is just not right. That's not safe to assume. There's never been a person out there that's hitting anywhere close to over 60%, right? In terms of long-term profit. Of course, depending on picking and choosing through promos, then maybe that's possible. But guys, it is not safe to assume that these plays are going to have, or that these plays are going to hit. They have a better chance to hit than not. So just wanted to put that out there.
Great breakdown, Matt. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, guys, so definitely take advantage of that. We just entered that slip. Matt, if you want to show that slip on your screen one more time before that Brianna Stewart line probably
Still
gets
up there,
bumped up to 14. Yep, I see it as well. But really strong plus EV leg, our slip over on Prizepicks right now, 5 flex that we just built out. There was some really good MLB value earlier on the day, Matt. I know you tweeted out one play, and we actually didn't have a chance to catch up on this. I was in the middle recording. I had Taj Bradley under 5.5 strikeouts.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
It, and you posted a slip about it, or a slip about the play, and then you actually had a solo tweet about Taj Bradley saying, "Why is this still up there?" Well, I'm in the middle of my video, and you got that bumped, Matt. Right? Was that you? What happened? Why did that Taj Bradley play get bumped down from 5.5 to 5? What adjusted, and what move did Prizepicks make adjusting to what?
Yeah, so the Prizepicks are bumping these lines based on the amount of money coming in on one side or the other. And I'm not saying that my tweet moved the line. That's definitely not what happened. But what did move is the amount of sharp bettors that saw this line and saw the discrepancy in the market. And maybe my tweet drew more attention to that.
Influence. Right.
Influence, maybe, sure. But again, you guys have to keep in consideration that Prizepicks is in this game to make money off their sports bettors. So if there's going to be an influx of money coming in on one side or the other, whether it's under the 5.5 line or over, they're going to adjust in the opposite direction. Now, what a small majority of sharp bettors are doing is exactly what we're doing right now, and that's observing the market. If the market has a consensus price point of Bradley to hit the under at 5.5, and they are extremely juiced, given their straight bets on the sports books, then Prizepicks is going to adjust based on the sharp action coming on one side or the other. So that's exactly why that did get bumped. And again, it was up there like all morning. You guys should have had plenty of opportunities to take advantage of that. Another thing I want to address is a lot of people were asking why this is a profitable sports bet. And what they're doing is they're looking at their last 5, or even I think he's only hit the under at 5.5 like twice this season. Matchups matter, guys. Arizona, for whatever reason, the sports bettors, or the sports betting market is setting this at a price point to where, hey, given the odds of him hitting the over or under at 5.5, we should price it in this way. So again, I'm not saying that this line won't move up or down given, the closer we get to MLB, but at that point in time, you're given the market knowledge that at that exact point in time. And that is how you should make your decisions. Like whether this moves up or down after that does not matter. You're making a decision based on the bet at the data given at that specific time. Who knows? Arizona could come out with a lineup. It could be absolutely horrible, and that Bradley line could shift the other way. But what we're using is the assumption that this Arizona lineup is very dominant against Bradley, at least historically, or given the market knowledge that we know right now. Maybe it's a weather thing. Who knows? the market knows more than the average sports bettor, right? So you are not going to beat the market, at least at a 5 to 8% margin of error. Sorry, TJ, I went off on a little bit of a tangent.
No,
there,
you're
but
good.
that's exactly why.
No. I mean, I set you up with that one. I love that. Thank you for breaking that down. I feel like some people might get confused as to why plays bumped, and that was a really good explanation as to what kind of happens on these DFS apps and why you see plays adjusting to money coming in. Matt, we got a question real quick from Connor Matter. What percent of odds do you need to be a plus EV on a two-man power? You're looking for 57.8% fair odds. We like to round up to 58 just to be safe in case there's some fluctuation on odds, bringing that fair odds percent down. So I would say 58% is what you're looking for 58% for each individual leg is what you want for two-man power plus EV play.
How can you find 2 plus EV plays on the optimizer for two-man powers?
Matt, well, there is this really cool drop-down box that we have on the optimizer. If you look on your optimizer and you see plus EV plays, there's a drop-down. If you click on that little arrow off to your right, you will see Prizepicks, 2-pick powers, minus 136 implied odds. If you go ahead and click that off, it will filter by the available plus EV plays for a two-man power that are viable for a two-man power. So make sure when you're building slips, you're utilizing that plus EV drop-down box, please. It's very important to make sure you're using that. We do see quite a bit of people that will build out slips actually when they're not using the proper plays that are viable for plus EV slips on Prizepicks or any other DFS app. They're throwing in 2 random plays, baseball plays that they see at like 53, 50. Don't do that. Use the drop-down box. Now, Matt, real quick, one lob to you before we get back into some plays because we do want to build out. Are there any instances where there is a really high percent to hit, like let's call it like 64%, right? If I'm using the drop-down box and there's a 2-pick power, and there's one up there for 64%, but there's not any other plays. But if I look at the full board, there's a couple 56%ers. Am I okay to use those in a two-man power?
So sorry to recap your question. You have a 64% and you want to go down to another play, pair it with the two-man power.
I want a two-man power, but
because you want to take advantage of that.
When I'm filtering by 2-pick power, that's the only one that's showing up. Yep. So what do I do?
So what you guys can do, let's take a direct example here. Let's say that there's a 64% up here that pops up Stewart earlier, right? Under 4.5 assists, and then you wanted to immediately get this in. Let's say that her other line isn't up here. You obviously can't pair 2 Brianna Stewart lines together. Pancake's the next one. You're looking for average percent odds to hit of 57.75 or higher, 57.8 we'll call it, for this to be a profitable sports bet in a two-man power. Therefore, do the math. We'll round this up to 55, 64%. The average leg somewhere around 61, 60%. So that is a long-term profitable bet. It's okay to pair these other legs alongside your 64%, assuming that it's really that high. And another great example is you technically can place any one of these bets with Kaze. You can turn these into a two-man power right now. You can put in Pancake with just Kaze, and you have a two-man power. It's still a profitable long-term bet, but what we're trying to do is maximize our ROI percentage. And because there's other profitable sports bets on here, that's why we're putting them into a 5-man flex, because 5-man flex, 6-man flexes are the best slip type that give you the best bang for your buck in the long run. So that's why we're doing that.
Yep, minus 119 implied odds for a 5-man and minus 118 implied odds for a 6-man. So guys, that's what we like to preach. Definitely focus more so on the 5 and 6 leg flexes. Obviously, if you see a couple really smash plays, like 60+% in a 2-man power, yeah, you can dabble a little bit, but always try to get those in 5 or 6 flexes. All right, Matt, I think we've done enough teaching today, but go ahead.
What I want to do is build out a slip using our exact mindset here. Just to piggyback off of some of our other plays that we haven't used. So just to recap, the top 4 were used here in this taco slip, but let's go ahead and go down the line. I think Brianna Stewart just got bumped. Yep. So again, so here's the mindset. Underdog was off a little bit more than Prizepicks. That is okay. Right now, if you're taking the over at 13, can you imagine if Prizepicks gets bumped to 13.5 here? Then guess what? We're wagons at that point because we adjusted the market. The market adjusted to the middle of this prop. Now, it's unfortunate that Underdog was the first one to adjust here, but that's okay. That is okay because we play the 5 flex slip and we have a lot of other profitable plays in there. Do not panic because this went down. The projection went down on Underdog opposed to Prizepicks. Guys, that's okay. Again, the mindset, the logic behind why this is a profitable bet is still there. That again, we're looking at this in terms of just comparing 2 lines, taking the middle. Yes, Underdog was the first one to adjust. It's okay. Prizepicks still has a chance to adjust here, and it really should. If it doesn't, then again, it's still a profitable long-term bet, which is the entire point of this. If you're able to grab that Underdog, if you middle correctly, fantastic. Like you're sitting pretty here. So
yep, definitely agreed. All right. With that being said,
Kiefer.
Matt, Kiefer.
Is that
Kiefer?
Kiefer?
Kiefer.
Why are there?
I believe it's Kiefer.
That's an under. So do not pair this with Pancake or Rehab in the
Yeah,
top.
well, you can't. So, unfortunately, when you are building slips out for League of Legends, the max players you can have per team is 2. So, we can't actually even play Kiefer if we're using Pancake
Don't do
or
it
Rehab. Rehab is we're calling them because they all play for Team LEV. I wish it was LIV so we could talk about Live and then we could smooth transition into golf.
Okay.
Matt, with Dustin's in here.
Is he? If you can join back, it just takes some adjusting.
Nope. He said he's about to bring in his inner Karen on the internet, on his internet provider. Oh boy.
Okay, so he's texting from his phone. Got it.
Dustin is a Karen, yeah. All right, Matt. So, what? I'm sorry. Are we building out another Prizepick slip right now?
Yep, I'm doing another taco pairing.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Just because this thing is centered around Prizepicks tacos, we might as well spend the majority of time here around.
I mean, hey,
you know,
that's what I like. So, Matt, I guess for the sake of simplicity, we can call this Kaze play 60. You want to call it 63%, 65%, 62%? You want to call it 60% to be safe? Kind of build out from there.
Oh, dude, this thing, if I'm being honest, this thing TJ is probably around 80 plus. I'm being honest.
Oh my god, 80 plus, he said.
Dude,
I thought 75 was going to be. I was saying 60. Do you know how large 65.
Of a discount that is? Imagine seeing a rebound discount like that.
I know. I was saying 65 for the sake of simplicity. My actual thought process is it's probably around like 70 to 75.
No,
all right, so let's call it 70. We'll call it 70 just to kind of build from there. So guys, if we have one leg that's 70%, that allows us to play some of those other plays that might not be that 54.25% fair odds percent, because it's the average leg that we're looking for the total slip to be plus EV. So with that ability to play that, we're going to call it 70% on this Kaze over 5.5 this taco, we can dive into the JJ Blades and the Alyssa Thomas plays and Kia Nurse. Like, those are all viable for this slip. Just because they're below the individual leg that we need, we're getting pulled up by Kaze, and it's going to make the total slip plus EV still.
Big brain move here, TJ. So
okay, is there correlation?
It is, and it's Kaze, our taco, and then Kiefer's an under, so there's some positive correlation there. And now, again, this free square, like, I'm perfectly fine with playing him with other, you know, the other overs that we played with the last slip, because technically that's negative correlation. This thing is so low that he can easily hit the over with the other pairs there. No problem there, but some really good positive correlation here is that Kaze just slams you over, ends with, like, you know, 10 plus kills. Kiefer just gets rocked, right? So under 4.5, maps 1 to 2 kills here. Definitely a good slip to start because of that positive correlation.
Love it. Let's go ahead and dive down. I see this Alyssa Thomas play under 8.5 assists right now. Direct comparison to both Barstool and Batano. Batano actually with a minus 154 line on her to go under 8.5 assists. Barstool only at minus 125, but the average books right now combined as the line currently sets at minus 138. So we're looking at a 54.2% fair odds percent. Yeah, it's not above that 54.25, but like we were just explaining, guys, still viable for the slip. So let's go ahead, filter over to WNBA. We'll add Alyssa Thomas in. Matt, my brightness on my camera keeps going in and out, and it's really throwing me off. I keep going dark to light, so that's something I'm going to have to figure out.
It's probably because you're moving around a lot. Honestly,
yeah.
Do you just not do you not just sit still? Is that something?
Well, I'm trying to look over at the camera and not just not just stare at my screen. So that's why I keep moving. So yeah, that's good. I'm trying to be considerate of the viewers. Yeah, I like to be considerate of the viewers. You know, I'm very detailed. So, what else? What else we got?
Blade. I don't know how you pronounce that. JJ Blade. That sounds like a cool name. Over 0.5 bases is next on the list here. Again, we're using the assumption that this Kaze play is like, you know, 70+%. In my opinion, I think it's closer to 80. Taking a 53.94 down here is definitely not that bad because you look across the market. Excuse me. A ton of market support. DraftKings minus 135, minus 130 is the lowest line on Bet365. Guess what? You still get him at a better rate on Prizepicks at minus 119 implied odds and a 5-man flex. So perfectly fine with taking that over there, hitting the over. Again, it is Oakland. That is always terrifying, but 0.5 total bases just means one hit, guys. Just one hit. Correct. He just has to get on base once.
You know, I get so aggravated when I do take over bases and I see a player get 3 walks. Like, I had Austin Riley over 1.5 total bases the other day. He had 2 walks and he got hit by a pitch. And unfortunately, they obviously don't get awarded. Yeah, it was very aggravating. But you know what it is, That's why they play the game, dude. We're talking baseball. But hey, Matt, right underneath Blade, we have nothing in Pan. Nothing on LEV, and Pan is on ISG. So let's skip over those. Let's go down to that Kia Nurse play, under 7.5 points.
That's exactly what
Again,
I have.
Direct match to UD. Batano, heavy juice on her under, 53.9% fair odds to hit. So I'm going to go over to WNBA. I'm assuming Matt already did it, and he has the slip entered. We're going to take Kia Nurse under 7.5 points. And guys, just like that, we built out another Taco plus EV slip over on Prizepicks.
Yeah, 1,000%. And again, guys, we went over the reasoning with this one. You guys should have seen on my screen. I put this together, already. But this looks like a fantastic slip for all the reasons that we said. Do not be turned away from comparing 1-to-1 if you guys are looking at these top plays for comparing directly to the underdog. Went over why earlier in the stream. Not going to repeat myself, but again, the mindset is that the middle is the most accurate projection here, and I think that technically we could build out another taco slip if you guys want us to go that route, or we can just compare throughout the market. Based on what I'm seeing here with underdog, there's probably a good amount of value plays on underdog. So I'll let the stream decide. Yeah. Ask any questions, or if you guys want us to build another taco slip, we can do that as well, because technically this is such a good taco to take advantage of. By the way, please don't fade this taco. Please do not. Please, please, please.
Real quick, Matt, we do have a couple questions in the chat, so I do want to touch base on them.
Let's do it.
What was the Breonna Taylor bet, said Anthony? I think you mean Breonna Stewart. And if that's what you're talking about, Anthony, it was the over 13 rebounds and assists on Prizepicks.
Oh, and we got another one that just popped up. Let's take a look. There's a huge discrepancy here. So this is an opportunity.
On Prizepicks?
McCowan, I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, McCowan, under 8.5 points. Heavy juice on Batano on the under at 7.5. What we're doing here, it's only one book. That is fine. It is okay to directly compare to one app, because guess what? The market doesn't know what's going on. Whether Batano is more off than Prizepicks, it does not matter. It still has to adjust. 63.57%. There's a huge discrepancy right now. Huge, huge, huge. So let's go ahead and take advantage of this Prizepicks play. Look back later. Guess what? This is a fantastic play. This is one of those opportunities where I try to get into two-man power if you haven't used your taco slip already. You can. You can't just pair this directly with Pancake. Hey, we had this example pop up earlier, TJ. Go ahead and pair McCowan with Pancake. Try to get this in. Another strategy that we've been over many, 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 many times. So, two-man power, go ahead and pair McCowan with Pancake. If you already used your taco, if you haven't, go ahead and throw your taco in there.
Yep, perfect. Yeah, I really do like that. I think throwing this in with your taco, if you guys haven't used the entirety of it, no, it has not been bumped yet. That's for sure going to go down to 7.5. So make sure you guys get that locked in over here on Prizepicks. Like Matt mentioned, you can use that McCowan with Pancake, because we're looking for the total slip to be plus EV. So we're looking for 57.8% fair odds percent in a two-man power over on Prizepicks, 58 to be safe. But yeah, if you haven't used that entirety of your taco in the slips that we just built out, feel free to throw Kaze with McCowan.
So somebody said that McCowan was up this morning for 9.5. Was that like 66 to 67%? John, I believe you, because you're a DG Fantasy Optimizer user. So something's going on with McCowan's news, right? The lines are adjusting in some way, shape, or form. Whether they're getting pulled back down, put back up, 9.5. Like, obviously this is moving. Looks like Prizepicks has not adjusted enough. Excuse me, one more time. I don't know what's going on.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. So I want to go over this mindset one more time. We are not trusting Batano here. We are not trusting that. We are trusting the fact that there's such a large discrepancy between the market. Does not matter who's more accurate in this exact scenario. We are trusting that the market is this far off to where somebody is off enough that there's a mathematical long-term profitable bet. If you were to hit the middle on this, on the over at 7.5 on Batano, you're getting this thing at what, TJ? Like plus 130, plus 140. Imagine hitting the over at plus 140 and getting the under at 8.5 at minus 119 odds. That is an arbitrage bet. Imagine if that thing finishes in the middle. You're winning both, but you're also getting at minus 119 plus 140 on the other side. Like, I get that a lot of you can't use Batano. That is the reason why we are taking the under here on Prizepicks at 8.5. Okay, you're just playing this like the market. You're trusting that the fact that this market is off that much, that there's an arbitrage opportunity, there's money to be made on either side of this bet, which is freaking insane. This should not exist in the market at all.
Good breakdown, Matt. Code Monkey, appreciate that. I'll definitely check that out after stream. Up to $25 max.
That actually. Hold on.
Taco guess. Do you like JJ Blade a lot? Enough to put money on it, Fiend. Hit that like button. Yeah, guys, 110 of you in here. We're just at 120. Appreciate the love and support. If you guys could, only 27 likes, hit that like button. Greatly appreciate it. Really helps out the stream. Really helps out the channel. So go ahead, smash that like button if you haven't yet. Yes, Matthew?
Let's put this in perspective, because now I forgot that we can look at the other side of the line because I'm an idiot. Plus 122. Not as high as I would have thought. But guys, minus 119 and plus 122. You literally make money no matter what. I know there's the fact that you have to hit every leg in the prize pick slip. But if you guys know the math behind why 5 flexes are implied at minus 119 implied odds, that is, again, you understand why this is an arbitrage bet. Anyway, plus 122 is freaking insane. And then there's that opportunity where they finish in the middle. If she finishes with 8 points, you win on both apps. Insanity. This opportunity is insane. If you're able to bet on Betano, good for you. Head over to your VPN. Head over to your VPN. Hit the over on 7.5. Guys, the market has a huge deficiency right now, and that's why we're taking the under on Prizepicks. If that makes sense.
Very well done, Matt, recommending VPN. And guys, do what it is that you need to do to make sure you get that bet placed.
Just adjusted. What happened to McCowan? I want to see.
Oh, let me see.
Or did she just get ripped off the board on one of these apps?
I'm not sure. Let's check it out. Let's see. I'm going to give the old Opto a refresh. Yeah, I don't see her anymore.
She got ripped off on Betano. So Betano's adjusting now at 9 on Underdog. Market's going wild on this play. So either Underdog just posted this. I'm actually curious. I'm going to head over to Underdog.
Let's see. Let's hit over Underdog. Let's type McCown. Let's see what we got.
If Betano is adjusting right now, that is freaking insane. So yeah. So what happened is Betano just ripped off this line because I'm assuming people are hammering it because they also see this opportunity, right. And then now it's readjusting. So it'll be interesting to see where it gets posted back. Anyway, on the Underdog at 9, if you want to hit the under there, that also looks freaking fantastic. The under at 9 points on Underdog looks freaking great. And like we said earlier in the chat, this was sitting at 66% on 9.5 earlier. So the market is adjusting downward, and now it looks like Betano is trying to adjust upwards. So that's exactly what's happening here. If you guys can follow that.
A lot of adjusting throughout the day. A lot of adjusting, guys. That's what these sports books and DFS apps do. Every minute of the day, they're adjusting their lines based on money coming in. So yeah, Betano looked to be off there. They're definitely ripping that line down, adjusting, and then yeah, Matt, I'll definitely be interested to see what she gets put up at soon. Probably shortly. No,
you shouldn't cancel the 2-man. Again, you're using the market knowledge based at that point in time, which is why we talk about this time and time again. The Breanna Stewart line still looks freaking fantastic. If you hit the over at 13 on Prizepicks, hit the under on Underdog, still looks like a profitable bet. So, again, you just have to wait for the market to adjust. That's why we trust the market.
Yep. All right, Matthew.
Yes.
Let's see what else we have for value. Yeah, actually, you know what, Matt? Head over to UD and go check that bad boy out.
What popped up?
See. Let me know when you got it. Actually, I'll be able to know from your reaction.
Oh boy, yeah. So again. So did Betano just pull theirs down and put it back up at 7.5?
Betano might be tweaking a little bit. They might be thinking. I believe it was at minus 166. Now it's at minus 164.
I think it was at minus 164. I think that's fine. Okay. Regardless, it looks like Prizepicks. Did they take theirs down?
Let's see.
It's a better question.
Nope, still up there.
Some of your projections have changed. No,
I kind of feel like the Spider-Man gif right now. Everyone's looking at each other.
I think it's actually, this is actually fun because I like observing the market and I like seeing what opportunities are there.
It's interesting to see.
McCowan got removed from Prizepicks. I want to talk about how quickly that got removed on Prizepicks. So guess what? Guess what, guys? Betano is adjusting their market. Prizepicks is adjusting their market. Nobody knows what's going on, which is amazing to see as a plus EV bettor. Why you should be line shopping is because you should take the under right now on Underdog. And I already said that before. But right now, profitable long-term bet if you pair McCowan under.
She's already off the board.
Ogunbowale on assists over. And it's already taken off on Underdog. The entire market's in shambles right now.
Just kidding. No. She's still up there. I'm sorry. I misspoke. So I was looking, Matt, the reason I said she didn't get removed on Prizepicks
I love when this happens. I think it's hilarious.
Her points and rebounds were both set to 8.5. So when I checked, I saw 8.5. I didn't actually read that it was her rebounds that was still on the board, and her points did get removed. But yeah, keep going. Let's build out that Underdog slip. We have Arike over 4 assists. We have McCowan under 9 points. And then pulling from the top, what else do we have up there?
On the same team. You can't select from the same team. Got it.
You can. You just need to throw in a third guy. We're not going to build out a 2-man over on UD
sure?
anyways. Yep, positive. Yep.
Okay.
So we have Javier Baez up here, which was at 5.5. That did get bumped. We see Jose Abreu, Pancake. You got Gavin Williams, but obviously we're going to pull
Baez
directly
at
from
6
the top.
is good.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm pulling.
Yeah, that's a good slip.
Javier Baez was at 5.5, so if you got the 5.5, awesome. But if not, you can feel comfortable still playing his over 6. And then again, pairing that with McCowan under 9 points, and then Enrique Obaguale over 4 assists.
Yeah.
A little bit of negative correlation there, but still don't mind it.
Yeah, that is negative correlation. The more you talk about Abreu, we could hit the under there on the Astros, and that would be fine as to replace Obaguale. I'm fine with doing that.
Yep, we could do that.
I didn't even notice that was negative correlation.
Yeah, I noticed that after. Yep.
Under 2. I love hitting these under 2 HRs.
Yeah.
Because that could make the difference, right? This pushes like for that. Sure. A lot of people end on 2 HRs. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah, and we'll take that push potential. Definitely take that push potential.
I'm going to explain why, again, this is a profitable bet. I see a couple questions coming in, and they're really good questions. But again, we're using the assumption here, not trusting Botano, because look where that got us before, but more so trusting the fact that the middle, somewhere in the middle from 8 to 8.5 to 9 is the most accurate projection, given the fact that there's such a large discrepancy. Good for you guys who got it at 9.5. The market's still adjusting. Prizepicks hasn't posted her point. Okay, McCowan just got posted back. TJ, listen to this price point. McCowan is now back on the Prizepicks board at 8. Underdog is set to 9, and then Botano has the under at minus 164 on the under at 7.5. So what we're going to do here is refresh, and we're going to see this thing. It should adjust to Prizepicks. Hasn't yet. It will. And there's still going to be a decent amount of opportunity here, especially on underdog. You guys should be taking the under on underdog, the over on Botano if you can. I don't mean to harp on this too long. I just think it's hilarious that you guys can find profitable bets right now just based on one specific player that just keeps readjusting in the market. Does anybody know about this woman? What's happening with her? Did she miss her flight? What's going on?
I think she's just going through it. She's got Brittany Griner on the other side of the yeah, it did just adjust. Yeah, I didn't want to cut you off. She's got Brittany Griner's going to gobble her up. I think that's what it is.
Okay,
I think
so
that's
maybe it's Griner's news that's like going all over the place then.
She's about to clamp her. I think that's what it is.
Under 9, as you can see, updated on Prizepicks. Still good to hit the over on Prizepicks at 8. The under on the underdog, if you guys want to use a middling strategy real quick. I'm curious to load up the Prizepicks optimizer here. Should adjust to the Botano line. Yeah, adjusted to the Botano line because again, closest one. Regardless, the better opportunity here is going to be an underdog. I think that's a fantastic bet still. I'm very surprised that this hasn't been removed from underdog yet. Looks like it's, again, adjusting in our favor from that original point of, where did we get her? 8.5? Yeah. So she went down 0.5. Now down. McCowan is now down to 7.5. She just got bumped again. I just love this stuff. I love this stuff. I love this stuff.
She is. Matt, there are people in here taking her under on Prizepicks, but now, guys, go take underdog her on underdog.
If you haven't signed up for underdog, code DGF for 100% matchup to $100, guys. Free money. Literally, just keep taking advantage of these opportunities.
Matt, speaking of free money, is there any type of promo that we're running to people that are in the stream right now?
Yes, code STREAM gives you guys 25% off all annual subscriptions. This is the best promo that we're running right now, and I only speak about this during live streams because, again, you guys are watching this happen. You guys get the way that the optimizer is working. So, again, you guys have like the best knowledge, the best ability to take advantage of the optimizer code, and I really appreciate you guys just showing up to the live stream, which is another reason why I offered that. Code STREAM, STREAM. And that gives you 25% off annual subscriptions only. Links are in the description if you guys want to head over and see all this real-time data, because you guys can see how valuable this information is. And I hope you guys see that. Did you die?
Can't see Chips anymore.
Okay.
No, I was looking. Okay. I was trying to see if Chips is still in the picture, but he's not. He moved. Actually, you can just see one of his feet if you guys actually really focus. Hi, Chips. He's back up.
How has this not been bumped?
We have been fixating on Tierra McCown for the last 15 minutes, and there's nothing more I would rather do. But yeah, it is. It's pretty insane to just watch her get bumped down pretty significantly on Prizepicks, and now underdogs kind of sitting there. What are they gonna do? They're gonna adjust. They're gonna rip her off. But guys, please do not play this on Prizepicks anymore.
The sharp app here. I have no idea.
Potentially, but I would definitely be taking her under 9 points over on underdog right now. 62% fair odds percentage to hit.
Now, TJ, why did we play a 3-man on the underdog and not a 2-man?
Well, Matt, the payouts that you're getting over on underdog, I thought you were going to say in comparison to Prizepicks, because that's normally my setup. So guys, three man plays over on Prizepicks, do not play them. The payout is horrible. Over on underdog, payout is fantastic. Now, if we utilize the drop down box here for plus EV plays over on UD, you will see that a three-man uninsured slip over on UD, you're looking for minus 122 implied odds for each individual leg because of that 6x payout. So if you are building over on UD, please focus on three-man uninsured slips and those 5 uninsured slips as well, or insured. They're both really good. But I do like to fixate more so on the 3 legs. Unless I have 5 really good plays, then I have full confidence throwing those bad boys in a 5-leg.
Yeah, we got a really good question here. Sean asks, is a promo for new users only? No. So you guys can update your subscription. You can upgrade your subscription using the code STREAM. That gives you 25% off an annual subscription. If you guys are in a Prizepicks Optimizer only subscription, you can upgrade from that, and it gives you 25% off all of our All Access. So that's how that works at checkout. STREAM.
Awesome. That is code STREAM.
Still hasn't been adjusted. Anyway, let's move on. Let's check these other apps out.
I want to go to one of my favorite apps by far, day in and day out. It's going to be Parlay Play. Jock Market's been giving them a run for their money, especially as of late, but Parlay Play just consistently has value that some of these other DFS apps just don't. They just don't have. So, Matt, I'm going to pull up Parlay Play. Guys, if you haven't downloaded Parlay Play yet, please do it. They're not very slow, but when it comes to adjusting their lines based off of Prizepicks or Underdog, you'll see those plays get bumped more often than not a lot faster. And then when you have Parlay Play or some of these, not secondary DFS apps, but some of these smaller DFS apps, they might not be as quick when it comes to adjusting their lines. And that's why I really love Parlay Play. Matt, that Breonna Stewart play that we talked about with the assist, Chip just came up to his bed right behind me. It got bumped on Prizepicks. It was up there for another 8-ish minutes over on Parlay Play. So hopefully some of you were able to take advantage of that. I know I got tweeted at it a little bit. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's jump over to Parlay Play and see what we can build out right now.
Yeah, right now we only have WNBA NBA plays right now. So let's go ahead and switch over to Jock Market, because you were just talking about Jock Market.
Love Jock Market.
And Jock Market, the reason why I like Jock Market right now is their ability to they have even props, and they have low even props. I remember seeing this throughout NBA season. Like, for instance, they had Jokic to 1 3-pointers made every single time. And I'll tell you why that is such a good prop to be able to bet on, whether it's the whatever side it's favoring. Right now, Mookie Betts is favored on the under at 0.5. Yeah, he technically has a low chance to go to basically not get any runs, right? But that one, if he ends at 1 run, that is still a push. Like, it's still, you're not losing money. That is a profit. Right. And that's why I like even props in general, is because so many people just don't take them. But you have to take into consideration that provides such an edge. Like, until these apps come out and they're like, yeah, you lose if you push, I'm going to keep taking push props. Because if this thing gets pushed down to like a 2-man power and I put in a 5-man flex or whatever on Jock Market, I'm perfectly fine with, I'm still making money if all these do push, right? So, like, that's the entire point. That being said, they offer a ton of push potential props like Mookie Betts. Yes. Like, if this was sitting, if people hit the over at 0.5 runs, if this was sitting on Prizepicks, it would be taken off the board. It wouldn't be bumped to 1, right? Like, that's how that works. But like, middling wise, like, if you were to hit the over on bets and then turn around and take the under at 1 as an even prop, like, that's a fantastic opportunity that doesn't exist in other markets, right? So we talk about middling all the time. That's why I like Jock Market a lot. They're the only app that does that.
Yeah, for sure, Matt. Let's go ahead and jump on to Jock Market and build out a little slippy here.
Yeah, yep.
I already have one slip that I built earlier. I did use that Mookie Betts under runs. So I'm going to skip over that, but obviously that's a very strong starting point right now with the sportsbook set to 0.5. Again, guys, the only way we lose this is if Mookie Betts scores 2 runs.
Right.
If he finishes with 1, we're totally fine with this. So that's why, like Matt was just mentioning with some of these push props, they're very advantageous and you guys should be taking advantage of them, especially over on Jock Market. So Matt, unfortunately, I'm going to skip over that Mookie Betts. I don't want too much exposure, but I mean, if we're just building a slip, I'd simply pull the top 3. I don't know how you feel about correlation when it comes to Betts and JD Martinez. But then you have that Jack Sawinski play directly under that as well.
Can you do correlated plays on Jock Market?
In terms of what, like hitters
Same.
against pitchers?
No, same players for hitters from the same team because JD Martinez and Betts are both unders. Like that's fantastic correlation.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's see
Can
right
you?
now. I will try
Okay.
it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna put in Mookie Betts again. It's not really overexposing because I did a half unit on my first slip, so that's okay.
That would be a fantastic slip if you're able to do
Yep.
that.
So let's see. JD Martinez under bases. We have, and I believe Mookie Betts bats before JD Martinez, so that's even better. Sawinski is under bases as well.
Yep.
Jock Market, if you're watching, please get a desktop presence so I don't have to whip out my phone. Mookie Betts under 1 run. JD Martinez under 2 bases. And then Jack Sawinski under 1 run. Entered.
No way.
Entered.
That's wild.
Entered.
You guys see it here first. We need to take advantage before they catch on.
Entered. There you go, guys. You can see it. Mookie Betts under. JD Martinez under. Jack Sawinski under.
Don't enter. Why are you saying that, Dustin? Don't enter. Are you saying because you want to take advantage of it? Is that why you're saying that?
Might be.
I already have them.
I already have them. All right, good for you, buddy. Some of the people on stream, though.
Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy.
Stop trying to be selfish like me, saying you already played Mookie Betts. I already played Mookie Betts too. Yeah, don't. It's fine. Don't be a baby.
Lately, all right. I'm gonna go back and read some questions here. Ryan, I think you were in the stream a couple.
Yeah, I was gonna say we should try to look into something like that for Ryan.
Well, yes, but also again, this is the whole reason why we have that plus EV play drop down because you don't have to know the color coordination whatsoever. And again, that's why we try to make it easy for you guys. If you're a new user, like obviously we know the percentages on the back of our hand, TJ now, but if you're a new user and you don't know how to play your slips or like what direction to go, please start out building your slips every single time using the plus EV plays drop down filter. Period. Like that is the best rule of thumb because it shows you the profitable long-term bets. Yep.
I don't know why I didn't think of that, but yeah, Ryan, for sure. Try utilizing that, the plus EV drop down box. Dustin was saying for me not to overexpose. He was looking out for you. He called me a freaking weenie. Okay. All right, so Matt, we entered a jock market slip.
Oh, Griner's questionable. Is that why? I just saw that in the chat. That if that's the case, that's 1,000% why this line's going all over the place.
I don't see Brittany Griner questionable. I'm on RotoWire. She played, so she missed 3 straight games. She missed 3 straight games, but she played last game against Seattle, which was 3 days ago. So I don't see anything. I'm gonna check the Twitter sphere and see if she is questionable. She played 20 minutes last game.
Removed on UD.
Yep, she's gone off of UD. Yeah.
You love to see it. You love to see it, guys. This is why you line shop. This is why you don't stick to one specific app, in our opinion. Again, Prizepicks, we get it. We all love Prizepicks. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't love Prizepicks. But do you know I love more than Prizepicks, TJ?
What's that?
I love making money. I love making money sports betting. I couldn't care less where I'm placing bets. No. I couldn't care less if it's at the smallest app in the entire world, Thrive Fantasy.
Yep.
As long as I'm making money, that is the goal here. Right.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Let's switch over to Thrive.
Name drop. Why? Don't.
All right. Let's switch back to another.
Switch over. Yeah, we have a wasteland. Let's go back over to another app that has some value for us to play, guys. The reason we're not gonna fixate on Thrive and make slips is because there's no plus EV plays. So what are we gonna do? We're not gonna build plays that aren't advantageous to us. So we're just gonna skip over it. Sometimes we do see some really profitable plays over there. So definitely check it from time to time throughout the day. But yeah.
Adrian, Griner's limited minutes, not so much questionable. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, right? So that's why. Who knows how many minutes? I can almost guarantee you that is exactly why these points, this points market has gone up and down this entire time. Maybe she's supposed to be playing more minutes than she's expected or less. Right. Back and forth. Sim snap.
And guys, I guess technically, what? Matt, go ahead.
When the market adjusts upwards, let's say that she's announced that she plays, she can play 30 minutes upwards of.
That's awesome.
Guess what? The market's going to adjust backwards. You made the right decision, given the amount of data that you had in front of you at that specific time. You did not make a wrong decision. Okay.
Well, Matt, that would actually that will benefit us even more because
if you're able to.
Griner is matching up against McCown, so we would want Griner to be in there. Just battling down low with
the opposite way. I apologize.
No, so if
she's
if
announced she's only played 15 minutes, whatever.
Yeah, if news comes out, and exactly. Yep, exactly.
Sorry, you guys know what I meant. You guys know exactly what I meant. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Oh, wow.
What?
Matt!
What's going on? What?
Sleeper's running a pretty cool promo right now.
What's the sleeper promo?
Pick on sale. Sleeper just tweeted, for every 300 retweets, we'll discount Aaron Nola's K's by 1. How long will this discount go?
How many retweets?
It's all up to you. It has 964 retweets.
That's gonna be bumped down to 0.5.
This ends tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern.
Well, they knew what was happening there. Good for them.
Honestly,
that's a great marketing strategy. Yeah.
Clap to Sleeper. That is a fantastic marketing. Holy shit. That is awesome.
If I knew that our subscriptions weren't going to be discounted 100%, I would do the same thing.
Yeah. Yes. Yep.
For every 100 retweets, we discount 10%. Yeah, that would get 1,000 in a second.
No,
so
can't
that
do
would
that.
not be smart.
We love you guys, but we do need to live also. I have a son I have to take care of that's sleeping behind me, so I have to pay his bills. They're expensive sometimes. But yeah, Matt, that's one of the better
ideas. Yeah.
Marketing ideas I've seen in a little bit. So tip of the cap to Sleeper. Guys, if you haven't signed up for Sleeper, hey, Matt, how can you do that?
Go DGF. And yes. Before you guys ask, we will
Matt,
be having Sleeper on the Optimizer.
Where is it, Matt?
We will have it up soon. Week or two. That is it. I only play Sleeper on promos. That's fine. You're still playing. Again, you need to have as many apps as you possibly can. Code DGF.
I mean, that's what I'm doing on a couple of these apps, Matt. Some of them just don't have value, but then when they have promos, that's when I play.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
If there's no value, I'm not going to force slips. If they're running big promos on specific days, maybe Wednesday, Friday, and there's value at that time because of the promo, I'm going to take advantage and play on that app. But if there's nothing, I'm not going to force. I'm not going to force the hand.
I will say this: there's going to get to a point, at least I hope, in this industry, DFS app wise, where there are so many apps that observing the market and quite literally updating the optimizer is going to be a full-time job, and you quite literally should be able to make income, whether it's part-time, full-time income. I know people that have made $100,000 plus just doing this. 50. I mean, how many customers have made close to complete full-time income doing this? I get it. There's still tax implications and all that stuff. But like, if you guys are serious about sports betting, these apps, you need to have all of them, period. Because there's only going to be more in the future. And the way that the sports betting industry is trending.
Yeah, for sure.
Can we look at Thomas on rebounds? Why is it set like that? On what? Prizepicks, underdog?
Gotta be specific, guys. We don't know what you're talking about. Let's see. Let's see, Matt. I'm looking on UD real quick. What was the question?
Prizepicks WNBA. You guys are loving WNBA Prizepicks plays.
They want to find some more golds.
Can we look at Thomas on rebounds? Why is it set like that? Yeah, I don't know what that means. Let's go ahead and scroll to the top, and I'll wait for you guys to get back to me. And then I think TJ, we can go ahead and get off here soon, as long as there's no more questions.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not seeing what they're talking about with Thomas either. My what's it called? It's also lagging behind. I think I gotta change the battery in my keyboard.
Yeah, might be the amount of CPU you're using too. Might be a good time for a restart.
Okay.
I mean, it's taking in your camera too now and stuff. So.
Oh shit! I didn't think of that. Huh. Okay. All right.
I mean, you got a new program for it, all that stuff. Yeah, I don't see any more questions. So, guys, is it smart to middle tacos? I talked about this last time. No, it's not. It only makes sense to take the. So, for instance, it would be smart to take the under and underdog of that original line if it's still up there for who was it? What's his name? Kaze. I think it was a profitable bet on underdog, like around 54.5% on the under. So, like in that case, you would want to middle on underdog because it's a little bit higher than Prizepicks. And I think in that sense, it made sense. But on Prizepicks, no, it doesn't. It doesn't make mathematical sense.
Yep, agreed. All right, Matt. Let's go ahead and end it there. Okay. 136.
Prizepicks talk. We just got a lot of questions. Okay. Yeah, we actually just got WNBA taco voting up. Can you guys tell us the best one to vote for? Good timing, Austin. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's see. I'm assuming it's is it on Twitter?
It might be on
Nope,
Discord.
I see it. It's on Discord. Yep. Okay.
Can you name, because I can't pull up my Discord right now.
Wow, it is player combination points, Matt. 2 players in each.
That's so annoying. I don't feel like
that's
hard
guys.
math.
That's gonna be a lot. That's gonna be a lot to break down
but
right
we
now.
can try.
And,
I mean,
okay. Well, it's okay. So ready? I'll give you all the combinations. You ready?
Okay.
I mean, there's one that's already at 500. So
is it even worth it? Do you guys want to see if we can sway the vote? Let us know if you even want us to break this down real quick.
All right, so I'm going to read them off to you, Matt. You ready?
Okay, go ahead.
So it is Dewanna Bonner and Brianna Stewart.
Under what? Or over what?
Nope. So they're discounted from 41 points to 36.5.
I don't want to do this. Okay, even line. Okay, slight. It's literally 50-50. Wow. I've never seen that. Bonner's 50-50, but has a lot of support. Okay. And who?
Brianna Stewart.
Stewart. And what's her points?
No, Matt, this is total points for both of the players.
I understand.
So, like, I don't know what her point is. It's 41 down to 36.5. Yeah.
What's the total points?
41 for the two of them.
So 35.5. Oh, my God. I'm not. Should we even do this?
Dude, you're the one math, and
I want to see the math. I want to see the math. So all I know, okay, so 35.5, and what was Bonner's points? It was...
I don't know. You looked at it.
You said it was what, TJ? 40?
Okay, Matt. Dewanna Bonner and Brianna Stewart, their combined points is currently set to 41, discounted down to 36.5.
Okay.
Okay. So that means what we need to do is you need to take Dewanna Bonner's points,
I know what to do. I think I was looking at the wrong lines here. Okay. Brianna Stewart. Oh, and there goes Dustin screwing everything up again.
Here's Dustin.
What did I do? Did I do something bad?
We're live, buddy. Say hi. Thing. Dustin?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. We're live still if you want to say hi.
She's been bad, somebody says.
Oh, no? Hi, everyone.
Okay. All right. I think we're off the rails a little bit here.
Plus 22.5. That's 41. They were discounted from what? 41.5?
41.
41. Okay, so that makes sense. So we're given that, TJ, if you want to write this down so we can keep track. Slight juice on the over, like the slightest bit. We'll call it 1% on the over between the two. Okay. Next prop.
Next prop is shit. I got out of Discord. Hold on. Nafisa Collier and Jewel Lloyd.
Okay.
They're at 48 points, discounted down to 42.5 points.
To 42.5.
Yep.
Who's the second person?
Jewel Lloyd.
LL or LY?
LLOY.
LO?
Yep, Lloyd. LOYD.
Okay.
And that is 48 points combined down to 42.5.
Oh boy. Yeah. Dustin keeps Justin there still on. Okay. And points are on the under for her slightly. And that's from what? 56?
48 to 42.5.
Did I not add that right?
I don't know.
I added the 2. 31.5. Oh, I added the wrong one.
I'm in shambles. Probably, right?
Yeah, I'm in shambles.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, Dustin, join in. You're in shambles trying to math.
Well, I'll say this. Lloyd's under is favored right now, so that's probably not the move.
So ironically, Lloyd is
assume
actually
that they're taking their even props.
Lloyd is actually in 2 of these.
Okay. So Lloyd, we should just not do that one because Lloyd's favored on the under.
Okay, so the other one would be Arike.
Okay.
Ongwale and Brittany Griner. Discounted from 40 down to 35.5.
Yeah, Ogunbowale's favored on the under, and Griner is limited, so...
Dustin just made his appearance.
Yeah, I know. And Griner on the under as well. So that's not even... The first one's the best, right? Like, if these both are favored on the under.
Okay, and first has 705 votes. So.
The first one does?
Dewana Bonner and Brianna Stewart.
Yeah, that's the correct one. So if you guys want to inflate that one as well, I think that's the best vote there. We did somewhat quick math.
Well, it doesn't, Matt, that's where the vote's going to go, so I think we're pretty good.
Cool. I think it's it, guys.
Beauty.
I got some more work to do. Thank you so much for tuning in. Dustin, thank you so much for showing up throughout the entirety of the stream.
Of course.
PP really stretching on these tacos with the combos. I mean, it's really not that, it's the same in terms of discounts, right? Like it's not that big of a deal. They're just trying to get creative. TJ, any last words before we sign off here?
I got nothing. We love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys later. Hopefully we hit some of these slips that we built out. That is the name of the game. So, appreciate the love and support, guys. Thank you.
Let's cash. We'll talk to you guys later.
See you guys.